Okay, you guys, I'm so sorry I had to do this again. Why weren't y'all telling me that you did not hear me? Oh my goodness. I sat up there and talked for 25 minutes and y'all didn't hear not a thing. Why didn't someone tell me? Okay, but nonetheless, as you can see, I'm doing the recap of Love and Marriage Huntsville, season 4, episode 1. And I'm gonna just basically say what I thought I was saying to you guys earlier. But I want to give a shout out to all my ladies with good credit and good coochie. Okay, we're gonna give them a shout out first and recognize those ladies first. Okay, so the show starts off with you can hear me now, Jackie. Let me know. Give me a thumbs up and let me know if you can hear me now. I'm so sorry about that. The show starts off. Okay, let me say this too before I get started. So you guys know I love this show. The show is very near and dear to me. But I did one of these before during season 3, and you guys, you weren't really receptive to it. It didn't get a lot of views. So I don't know if you didn't like it, but if y'all don't like it, let me tell you what I'm gonna do. I won't be doing these anymore if y'all don't like the recaps. What I'm gonna do is I'll just go up on some other shows like Empress Radio or What's Happening, and I'll just leave my comments. Or if they have panels, I'll go up on those panels and I'll give you my opinions over there if you guys don't like it. Is that a deal? Okay, deal. So the show starts off with Tisha and Marcel going to a restaurant, and Tisha mentioned something to Marcel about, is this what 15 years get me? I guess the restaurant was kind of like a maybe a low class restaurant. I don't know why she said that, but I took notice to that she was saying that. And she yeah, me too, Jackie. I love it. So she mentioned that when they first walked in, and they were at dinner and they were discussing the reunion. They got back from LA and they were discussing the reunion and accusations from Glitter, where she was talking about how all the guys cheat and everybody that's in they little clique and they circle cheat. And she wanted to know, well, hey, is that true? What is this girl talking about? And they was referring to Glitter as that girl. And yes, handling, I'm back because I noticed as I was getting ready to end that I was on mute. But back to what I was saying. So they also discussed that Marceau had went on a trip to Africa by himself. He went alone. And this is a little side note, you guys. Most people that go on trips, see, I did all of that before I got married because I knew once I got married, I want to spend my life with my partner. I want to experience things with that person as well, have some first things with them. So all the things I need to get out of my system, traveling, whatever businesses I wanted to start, I made sure I did those things before I got married, whatever I wanted to do alone. So I'm not buying this shit about he wanted to go alone, he just needed to be by himself because his wife had never been herself. So, and most of the time when people go on trips, you guys tell me if I'm right or wrong. When people go on trips to another state or to another country, they either taking somebody with them or they already got somebody there set up that they want to meet, or they out looking, they out fishing. So that's most of the time what's going on when people go out of the town or they go out of the country, because nobody wants to be alone. Most of the time people go, to new countries or to new states because they want to get some good food. They want to learn the culture of that country or that state. They want to have some good sex. Okay. Hey, STL. They want to really experience that place. People don't go to places like that when you're fully an adult and you got some money. They don't go to those places to be alone. So that's bullshit what he was telling her. But if she believes it, shit, I love it for her. So, and another thing, I'm happy that he went to Africa because I only know of one other American builder that builds in Africa. And I don't know if it's because of the agronomy or whatever the case may be, but they usually build the homes and they don't resemble American built homes. So I would like to see Marceau go over to Africa and start building some homes over there that looks like the homes here. And I'd be down for buying one because the homes that I see over there, I'm just a little hesitant because the prices are right, y'all. The prices be like $30,000, 3-bedroom home. Okay, that's a price that we pay for a car over here, like a little, something like a Corolla is what you can get for an entire home over there. So it's very affordable. And I don't know if you guys have listened to me before, but once you pay you dig for your lights or your water, that's it. You don't pay no bills every month. It's not as stressful as the living is over here. So to all of my people that feel like they're a part of the diaspora and they want to go back, let's encourage Marcel to take Scout over there and for him to build some homes the American way so we can retire over there. Okay. So, hey, to the woman who doesn't exist to you, thank you, honey, for joining us. Um, so he wasn't giving her clear answers as of, about him being messy, putting the picture up. So he posted the picture of him and Mars, him and Maurice and Martell with the quote unquote linebacker, the woman that they were supposedly cheating with. And Tisha was just asking him, well, what's going on? And see, at that point, Maurice, I don't know if you guys watched the reunion, but Maurice told a bold-faced lie because they asked him, well, hey, have you ever been around the women that Martell? Do you entertain when Martell is with these side women? And Maurice just sat up there and lied and said no. Marceau told the truth, and he was like, yeah, I've been around them. So, that says a lot about his character. I wouldn't trust a man. Like, why are you condoning this? Why are you not stopping him? Birds of a feather usually flock together. You know what I mean? So he was just giving Tisha a BS answer and saying that he posted the picture to hold his brother accountable since he's an attorney, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's the first scene coming out. The next scene, we go to the gym that Lewis is managing because don't nothing about him say that he owns that place. I'm sorry, y'all. But are y'all getting those vibes too? So him and Martell, they was having this discussion about the reunion and how his tired ass, Martell's tired ass is just focusing on being a good father. I'm so sick of that shit. Like, boy, you are not focusing on being a good father because you had plenty of time to be a good father and think about your children and put them first before you decide to sleep over here with this hoe over here and get a whole baby with her. You didn't even have to do any of that, okay? So don't think about your children now, okay? So he was playing victim and talking about, well, Mel cheated because Mel admitted during the reunion that some guy gave her some cuddling, and she admitted it, I believe, because there is some type of evidence or someone that can come forward against her. Okay, that's the only reason why I feel like she admitted it. And so Martell is trying to put Mel in the same boat with him. No, it's not the same. You was cheating first. She asked you to stop, and either way it go, they were both wrong. But Martell initiated, and as the man and as the leader, you can only expect for the woman to do what you're doing. If you're the leader and you saying, well, this is okay in our marriage, then don't be mad if your wife is doing it, okay? Um, so after that conversation, they went back to the Scots, and Martell was, talking about trying to shift the conversation and basically just talk about the Scots and throw them under the bus and just talk about how, well, he don't really want Maurice and Kimmy to get a divorce. Nigga, yes, you do. Let me tell you how I know you want somebody else to go down with y'all. You want them to go down with y'all because in season 1, when they started discussing your infidelities, you said to the other guys, he said, well, everybody else is cheating. I just thought I want to have me a little something on the side too. Why I couldn't have me a little something on the side? I can't stand it when people do this, especially men in particular. But when I do something bad, y'all, I do it by myself. And if somebody is there with me, I don't put them in my mix. I go down by myself, okay? And I hate people that want to bring other people in and say, oh, well, he did it too. No, just talk about you and what you've done, okay? Don't worry about them other people. When it's time for them to get caught, they will get caught. So I don't like him for that. Okay. So then we leave that scene, and next we go to Maurice and Kimmy's house. Kimmy must have had a dog at some point, and I guess she lost her dog. So since she lost her dog, she bought another one. It was like a pit bull or something that was in the bull mastiff family. And Kimmy brought up the discussion that only children and dogs can give you unconditional love. Okay. So she obviously was feeling some type of way in that moment. So then Maurice comes and they're having a discussion, and Maurice promised Kimmy that, yeah, Martell is messy. Maurice promised Kimmy that in their marriage, that if she ever had a question for him, and she came straight up with the question, he would answer it, And he told her that was what was allowed in the marriage. So she asked him straight up, Glitter is talking about, oh, that you and Marcel was sleeping with some linebackers. This is what the accusation was from Glitter, y'all. So so she said, well, is that true? Just straight up asking him. So y'all, he's stumbling and fumbling and can't give the woman a straight up answer. And it was just looking very bad for Maurice. I was very disappointed that he couldn't say, because even men that are liars and they love their wives, okay, they will at least quickly say no. They'll quickly say no because they don't want her feelings to be hurt. They don't want to, but he was just deflecting and talking about, well, I don't care about that. I mean, he just looked so guilty. It was just so embarrassing. So she tried to softly come back to him to get him one more chance to tell her the truth, because men, it's very important that you tell the truth right in that moment. It's very important because you only got, I'm gonna give you, maybe I'm like Kimmy, I may give you 2 times to be truthful with me, but after that, I'm not gonna trust your ass no more, okay? And you're gonna have some problems in the house with me. But she came back in softly and she said, well, you guys need to really think about what you're doing and the actions that you're making, because it hurts the wives. When this stuff come back around, we have to deal with this. It hurts us. And it's hurting Tisha. So this fool comes back and he says, this is Maurice. He comes back and he says to Tisha, his comeback was, well, go be a good sister to her. I mean, and it was just so manipulative. I'm just so very disappointed in Maurice. I just thought he was better. He really embarrassed Kimmy in that scene, because real women that know what's up, like myself, we know the nigga lying. So, he failed miserably on that. So next, we go to this scene where we see tired ass Destiny and her apple head, and she got on these tired ass looking pants that people probably wore back in the early 2000s. She's just looking a mess. And she's in the studio being a male wannabe. She's singing, okay? She's singing this song where she was on Instagram Live with the Love and Marriage Huntsville Instagram page that she couldn't remember the lyrics the other day. But she's singing this song in there. And she's just such a fraud to me. I just cannot stand her applehead ass. She has this big ponytail. Her stylist is not telling her, baby, that don't go with your face. Your face is round. You don't need this big ponytail with this big horsehair on the side. Like it just didn't look good to me. It just looked disgusting. Um, and she's sitting here talking to Tisha. They meet up and they be messy. And they talking about people, of course. We're talking about Mel, okay? And why Mel don't want to be her friend. Well, this is the reason why. Um, because you copying her, you going and doing everything that she doing. So then while they're being messy, she gone ahead and she confessed, hey, Organic Black, she gone ahead and she confessed that she was on welfare, she was getting food stamps and WIC and all of that. I think she went on ahead and told it because she don't want the people in Huntsville to out her ass and tell, well, she on public assistance, she on this show acting like she's so big and she got so much business going, you know. So she went on ahead and told all of that and revealed that, and she was talking about how she had to exhaust her 401k. And but girl, I thought your business was doing so good. And when she first came on the show, do you guys remember how cocky she was? I don't even know why Tisha is even fooling with Destiny, because when Destiny came on the show, she was very arrogant with the Scotts, and she was saying that she was looking for a contractor to bid on her salon because she was going to have a hair store at the front and then salon suites at the back. And she just came off real nasty, and like I told you guys, I've worked in that industry, and people don't care about little jobs like that. Like, that's not a big job for you to be running behind someone and kissing their ass to get that type of a bid. So she came out very cocky and strong. And see, now God is humbling her. Destiny needs to be humbled a lot more. That's why her marriage didn't work. She just got life and bullshit mixed up, okay? So then she was just saying how she couldn't take care of her father anymore. And, she's been draining her 401k. And My thing is this: if you marry the right type of man, so the man she was married to, y'all, he's somebody big in Huntsville, Alabama, and his family name, ring bells there. Like they have some type of chicken business, and I'm gonna answer your question, Jackie. Give me 1 second. They have some type of. He has his family got some type of chicken business that's been around for years and years and years. And see, when you with a man like that got some money, you don't drain your 401k to take care of his child. His family got something to lose. So you threaten them that you're gonna put their ass on blast about their grandson or their son being shady and not taking care of his child. You get money from them. That's your source. That's who owe you money. You don't have to go and be on welfare. You get that man to give you money. Shit, that family got money to give you for that child. Jackie says, do you think Destiny is jealous of Mel? Hell yeah, she jealous of Mel. She wants to be her. It's not working out like she thought it was going to, because she came in wrong, just like she went into her marriage wrong. She just has the wrong idea about how things go. So, then she and Tisha go on to talk about how when they were in LA, Mel's room was next to Destiny's room, and Tisha went over to Mel's room and they were talking shit about Mel. So Mel was ear hustling. Of course, she should have been ear hustling. You need to know who your friends are from your enemies, okay? So I don't see nothing wrong. So Tisha was like, "Oh, that's so high school." No, it's not high school. She needs to know that y'all bitches over there talking about her, because she needs to know not to be up in your face. So it was nothing wrong with her doing that. It was so they talk a little bit more about that, and then she goes on to tell Tisha how how she just kind of you know I don't know. They were just talking about playing games, and how she was just upset about how Mel was not really close to her anymore. Just the same, kind of like the same stuff before the season ended. Just boo-hooing and crying. Mel doesn't owe you nothing, girl. You friends with Martell, and she tells Tisha, so she steady being messy. She tells Tisha that she had a talk with Mel, and Mel said, "Well, you were basically talking to my enemy," and basically Tisha has been her enemy, because she has been going back and forth with the friendship. She's been, she outed that Martell had a matching car with this other woman. Like, that ain't your friend. Why would you say that? Like, even if I did know that, I would tell my friend something that in private. I wouldn't do that over on social media or on a TV show. Anything to hurt your friend. That's the difference between real friends and friends that are just, jealous or just upset. So yeah, I think they're both, Tisha and Destiny. I think they're both a little jealous of Mel. Okay. So after they're doing their little kiki, that little scene ends, and we go to the next scene where Mel meets up with Kimmy at a winery where they are making couture boards. And a couture board is basically a piece of wood that you can put sweet and spicy and salty things on, and it's just something you can snack on all day. I make them all the time with my kids. You can purchase these boards at home goods store, or you can purchase them already ready, that already has like all the food on them. And it's just like something you can snack on. You can get them at Sam's or Costco, or some stores, like even like grocery stores. I know Tom Thumb, or some of their signature stores, like the higher end grocery stores, they'll have them already made for you. So it's just something like finger foods for you to eat on when people are over. So they're at the winery, and Mel comes off like she's being supportive in the beginning of Kimmy, but then she sprinkles in a little bit of shade, okay? Now, I like Mel, y'all, and for the most part, Mel is a good person, but she got her shit with her. And if anyone really watches her, you'll understand what I mean. You're being honest. She got her little shady shit that she do to people. She ain't 100%. She probably about 90, 95, but she ain't 100%. Let me see. Let me answer this question really quick, because I got everything written down. Okay, thank you, pretty girl, pretty Griny. I think I said that correctly. What do you think Destiny did? Even the baby name went from LeBear Jr. to Law. So what did she do to that man for him just to leave her and not want the baby to be a junior. Well, that was very dumb for her to do that. Thank you for letting me know that because I did not know her dumb ass did that. Okay, as you can see, it's constantly dumb shit that she's doing. Um, the first thing that I noticed that Destiny did wrong was this guy really didn't want to marry her. If you go back to the season when she popped up, which I think was season 2, he wasn't really keen on marrying her. It's kind of like she pushed herself off on him, in my opinion. And then, so she doesn't pay attention to signs. She doesn't read the room. She doesn't know how to read people. Then, when he did want to marry her, she didn't want to change her last name. So basically, like when you get married, ladies, you give up who you are to take on letting this man be the leader. If you want a traditional type of relationship. So she just does a lot of dumb stuff, and I think that she changed the baby's name out of spite because she's young in the mind. I would have kept that baby his daddy name. You know why? Because his family got that chicken shack, okay? And my baby would be getting a part of that money. It wouldn't be. And see, when you change up names and do dumb shit like that, you make it harder on yourself in the long run to fight for what you need. So that was a very dumb move. Destiny think that she's playing chess, but she's really playing checkers. That's why she had to get on welfare and all that when it wasn't even necessary, okay? Not with a man family that got money. So Mel Mel she throws in her little shade while she says she's supporting Kimmy. And she said, "Well, Kimmy, I saw the picture or whatever that Marcel put up. What would you do if your man cheat? I don't like bitches like this. When women do this type of shit, you stop them right in their tracks and you let them know, hey, this is my marriage. Whatever I decide to do is my business. If I decide to stay, that's my business. Just because you left your marriage home, girl, because you couldn't handle it, because your man was doing some shit, don't come over here trying to mess in my shit. Stop these women. Don't let them, because remember, misery loves company, okay? So don't do that, y'all. So then they started discussing Tisha, and um, Kimmy lets Mel know, hey, well, Tisha said that, she don't really believe what old girl was saying, what Glitter was saying. And Mel just, she gets upset. Her face gets angry. I think she even hit the table. Her demonstrate, her body language just displaying that she was angry. And it's like, girl, how you gonna be angry because somebody else is happy in their marriage and they choose to believe they man? That's her prerogative. That's her right. That's her marriage. If she want to be dumb in her marriage, that's her business. If she might like what her husband doing, because Mel had a lot of problems with Martell. Like, he wasn't doing a lot of things, so he wasn't bringing home the money. And from what she said, I remember at one point they were saying he had a little stub, a little pencil, so he probably wasn't putting it down either. So this other woman husband might do his shit, but he might be putting it down, paying the bills. So you don't leave that because somebody else got some other ignorant problems that you don't got in your marriage or in your relationship. Okay. Um, so Kimmy tells Mel that, hey, look, in my marriage, if he did cheat, that's a deal breaker for me. Well, she didn't have to say that, but that's how she feel. And that's what I was thinking too. Like when Kimmy and Maurice got together, she was saying basically she doesn't find true commitment until there's marriage. So whatever he did in the before they got married, she don't really care about that. But if he do some shit now, she done with him, and then she still might change her mind. That's none of our business if she change her mind and decide to stay. She is an older woman, and as you get older, the truth is it's harder to find someone to marry. Okay. And that's just the truth of it. We have to be honest with ourselves. So Mel tells Kimmy that when they was in LA, she heard Destiny and Tisha talking about her. And then when they got back to Alabama, she went and had breakfast with Destiny, and Destiny confessed that she did what she did. And, so Mel is like, okay, well, shit, bitch, I know where you at. I know where you stand. So I'm not really fucking with you like that no more. I wasn't fucking with you anyway because you Martell friend. Shit, you ain't my friend. You probably gonna turn on me just like his mama did. So she found out what she thought she was hearing through the walls was true, and it was. So Then Mel tells Kimmy, hey, I'm having a pajama party and don't invite Destiny and Tisha because they ass is not inviting. Are you coming? And now I understand why she don't want them being there, but I have a problem with a grown woman trying to push me and tell me what I need to do. I don't like that kind of stuff, y'all. I don't get down like that. And I have a problem with grown women having slumber parties and wearing lingerie. They're not wearing no lingerie. They're gonna wear pajamas. But I have a problem with that because I don't, it's not an aphrodisiac for me. I don't want to smell other women, and a lot of women are not clean, as they may think that they are. And that may be a smell that men like, but that ain't a smell that I like. So I'm totally about marriage and my family and being with my children and working on my business. So you ain't gonna find me doing a bunch of girl trips and all this shit at that age. Anything past like 35, like, no, I'm not participating. I don't want to be a part of that. I got other shit to do, okay? So, lastly, oh, thank you guys for hanging in there. Lastly, the show ends off with the Scotts having a dinner together, okay? And then they go to Marceau and Martel's other brother named Micah. Now, remember, I told y'all they got a big family, so it's about 10 of them, and they're all successful. I don't know what all of them do, but they all successful because they had a real nice house, and it was nice on the inside. It looked nice and big on the outside. I don't know if that was a real house or not, but it was nice on the inside. So we know, I don't know if it was Airbnb, but shit, it seemed like they doing, pretty good, in my opinion. So they go to the brother Micah's house. He has a wife named Davita, and I hate that name. Sorry if there's anybody in the chat and that's your name, but I hate when mamas give girls names after they daddy. It just don't sound good. Okay, so obviously her dad's name is David. So her mom named. I mean, damn, get a little more creative, Davita. Come on, really, seriously. But Micah's wife is basically like she looks like a knockoff Tisha. Okay, so him and Marcel obviously have a type, and that is short and dumpy. Okay, and then Micah, what he looks like they brother Mark. Okay, and he's a plus size man. Just I couldn't look at that with no clothes on. Cut the lights off. Cut the damn moon off. I gotta sleep with you. Yeah, you better be making a lot of money, your ass looking like that. Okay, so he kind of looked like them, but he looked more so he got like an old face, like he don't look like Maurice. He kind of look like Marceau. He a little lighter, but yeah, their house was beautiful. Okay, um, so let me see. So they sitting down at dinner, and Kimmy gets straight to the shit. She asked Marceau, "So what's up? Why you post that picture?" And then Marceau is like, his lying ass sitting up there trying to think of some shit with his lying manipulative ass. He that shit work on Tisha, but it ain't gonna work on all women. So his lying ass get up there and he say, "Well, I didn't think it was gonna have such a negative effect. I thought it was gonna be more of like, some what did he say? He said he thought it was gonna be more of like he thought it was gonna help Maurice out in some kind of way. I don't know how the hell he thought that shit. But he was just skating around while he did the messy shit, and put that picture up showing that Maurice was a liar. Like, I think brothers should not do that to each other, but I guess they do. I guess that's how they get down in their household, but or in their family. But you know, um Kimmy was telling Marcel, she was like, well, that really hurt Tisha, and she was really collateral damage. Why would you do that to your own wife? And he just kept going on with this story about how, he just thought that, he didn't think it was gonna be that bad. He didn't think that social media was gonna get down on his ass like that. So he says that he wants to so Maurice challenged him, and he said, well, Marcel, it was a rumor going around that you had 2 kids last year. Now, what if I was petty and I put that shit up? Now, that didn't even go with that, so I don't even know why the hell Maurice said that. Yes, we all know those rumors was around, but we would have saw that he was on some get back shit. See, Maurice messed up at the damn reunion when he sat up on that couch and lied and said he wasn't there. And see, they put that picture up, so he can't even Maurice, I don't even think he a good lawyer, y'all, because he don't even know how to play the game right. He don't even know how to lie right. He don't even have good comebacks. So I don't think he really doing good as an attorney, y'all. If he is, somebody show me to prove shit, but basically, he tried to challenge Marceau, and Marceau say, well, that would have been below the belt. How would that have been below the belt? We playing games with each other. Shit, let's just keep the shit going. So then after that, the show just pretty much ends. He kind of apologizes, but not really, So show just keep on. It goes on to where they give you a snippet of what's gonna happen. It looks like it's gonna be a pretty good show. I will definitely be watching. Let me answer some of these questions before we get up out of here. Jackie Gaines says Destiny is a piece of work. I remember when she went through the divorce, she went incognito. None of the other women even knew, but was always up in everyone else's business. Yep, she came in hot, came into the show like she was just, she knew her shit. Her shit was ironclad and she couldn't be touched. That's true. Organic Black says, I know a lady named Shakithia. Her parents are Cynthia and Keith. Oh my goodness. You guys, I had a sorority sister, rest in peace to her. She ended up, her she was a victim of a murder suicide, and her name was Mike Tasha. And boy, when we had this girl online, we bothered her about that name, but she was such a delight to be around. So I've seen them names all the time, but I never heard Shakithia be. That's a good combination. Jackie says he looks he looks guilty even when he doesn't open his mouth. Who, Maurice? Yeah, hell yeah, he do. Yeah, that was her name. Organic Black. Her name was Mike Tasha. But yeah, I want to thank Pretty Grimy for coming in tonight. We appreciate your presence. Please, like, share, and subscribe. Pretty Granny, please subscribe if you like the content. You guys know I love this show. This show is near and dear to me. So, I mean, if the numbers are right, I'll keep doing them. I'll do them every week for y'all. But if they not, like I said, I'll be going on other shows. You can hear my commentary on other channels, Empress Radio or the What's Happening channel. I love those channels. They really cover this stuff. This is really not my lane. I'm just trying to throw something new in here to give y'all something a little different. Because I know that y'all like my commentary, and I do say some pretty funny stuff. But I say some shit that other people won't say because I don't give a damn. I don't have nothing to lose. Okay. But I want to thank you all for sticking with me. Sorry about what happened earlier. I did not know that this computer was on mute. And I'll see you guys on Thursday. Thursday night, we're going to discuss unhappily married men. Okay. So unhappily married men, if y'all know something, get them to call into the show because we will be having a panel. Because I want to know why the hell do they stay in their relationships and put their kids and ruin people's lives. So if they are brave enough to come up here, I will find a way to make them incognito or find a way to change their voice so nobody had to know it's them. Somebody be like, oh, girl, did you hear Craig over there? That was his voice. That nigga cheating on you. We're gonna try to keep them safe. And y'all have a good week until I talk to you guys again on Thursday. See you later. I love you guys. Good night.